Shalom, shalom, Israel's brother Zabayala.
Shalom, brother Aharon.
Coming back at you with another Sabbath day cold cut. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, right? All praises to the Most High for another Shabbat day, right? Lord willing, the men are out there laboring on the highways and byways, pushing His truth and honesty and sincerity. The mighty Akwath at home guiding their households, doing what they have to do, trying to be a Proverbs 31 woman and raising the children, bearing the troubles of education. And shalom to the children as well out there, keeping the commandments and honesty and sincerity in their parents' households, man. Shalom, shalom, right? This is going to be a cold cut going into, you have to love your first wife more than your second wife. You have to love your first wife more than your second wife. And what do I mean by that? What do you mean? I thought I had to love them. I got two ribs. I got to love them equal. It's not what I'm talking about, man.
Right.
Well, who is your first rib? Who's that woman that you got married to when you first learned about Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai? Who's that woman that's going to lead you and teach you in all things? That's going to comfort you, man. Right? You may say, I don't have a rib. I never got married before. I'm still courting this woman. We didn't do anything yet. Brother, you still got a rib. And you got to lay with her every night. Right? Let me kick this off. Let me get the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. And I'm going to start at verse number 10. And it says, let me start at verse 11. For she knoweth and understandeth all things, and she shall lead me soberly in my doings and preserve me in her power. So this woman, she's going to, hey, guess what? She knoweth and understandeth all things. She can help you make certain decisions. You know, you got your woman that can kind of help you, give you some ideas. Right? She tells you, babe, I don't think we should do that. I think we should do this, and this may help. What do you think? And you say, that's a good idea. All right, this is what we're going to do then. And you make the plans as a leader. This is what this woman's going to do for you. And it says, verse 13, for what man is he that can know, let me start at verse 12, so shall my works be acceptable, and then shall I judge thy people righteously and be worthy to sit in my father's seat. And she can help you judge your people righteously. She can help you make certain judgments and decisions. She can help you have discernment, man. This woman is not like any woman that the Lord gave you. The Lord gave you this woman to help you in your doings, man. Let me get the book of Sirach chapter 4. All right? Sirach chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 15. I'm sorry, 15. I'm sorry, verse 14. And it says, they that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. So if you love this woman, if you love your first rib, the Lord loves you, right? Verse 15, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. Meaning, guess what? Generation after generation after generation. Hey, guess what, man? Right? Y'all, woman, hey, this woman, she's gonna help your children. You can talk to her.
Yeah, doing a video.
Doing a quick whole, give it like 5 minutes. All right. But at the end of the day, guess what, man? The Lord said what? Right? That, hey, let me read it again. It's like I lost my train of thought. Let me read it again. It says, verse 15, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations. You're going to be ruling over many and mighty people, man. Many people. And this first rib is wisdom. And you got to honor and you got to love wisdom who the Lord give you. You got it.
I'm going to get the book of Wisdom of Solomon, right? Chapter 6. Right? Chapter 6. Because like the brother was saying, right? We got to love our first wife, right? You got to be there for your first wife the same way she was there for you, right? This is a two-way street. It's 100%, 100%. In the world, right, people go 50-50. In this truth, you got to go 100-100, right? You and your wife have to be 100-100. And if she's going to go 100, you got to go 100. You can't expect more from your wife than what you're giving, right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and verse number 15. It says, for think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. So you got to ask yourself, am I worthy? Am I worthy to obtain wisdom? Am I worthy to have this marriage, to have this wife, to have this pure love, undefiled, right? You got to ask yourself if you're worthy, because that's what your first wife is going to do. She's going to try you, and she's going to make sure that you're worthy before you get to, hey, not any woman just lets you get into bed with her and lie down and lets you see her nakedness, right? You got to be proven, right? So it says, for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, sheweth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, right? So if you really do desire your first wife, you're going to be disciplined. You're going to make sure that you do everything you can to be a good husband, right? To be a righteous man in his truth, right? To serve the Lord, right? Because that's what your wife is going to do for you. Yeah, right. On a carnal level, we put in all this work, and what does she do? She furnishes the table, makes it ready, right? Gets the wine ready so you can come home and have that meal, right? That's the comfort that we get from our first wife, right? Let me get this in Proverbs, right? Chapter 9, the classic, right? Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, wisdom hath builded her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beast. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. And somewhere in the city near you, hey, wisdom's going to be crying out, crying without, right? And you want to be there, because when you obtain wisdom, you're going to get this comfort. Wisdom could teach you a lot of things that you read about in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter. It could teach you a lot of things: subtlety, right? Discernment, discipline. You could get all these things from your first wife if you're disciplined, if you love to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? You got to keep it.
And that's what wisdom does, man. Right? Keeps you fervent, keeps you serious. Right? You got your wife in the world, right? Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 7:31. Let me actually get this real quick. Because your wife and the woman, your woman in the world, she can help you out as well. She can do things for you physically. Kind of can help you out, in certain matters, being prudent and wise, right? But ultimately, she's gonna care for the things of this world. Your first wife, wisdom, she's gonna care. Hey, she's gonna teach you how to, be in the world and be in this truth, man. How to kind of maneuver in the world in the truth, right? Your woman, she may want to go to the movies. Wisdom, hey, all you gotta do is open up this Bible, and you good, right? Let me get the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 1, right? 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 1. Wisdom don't have spirits on her, right? Wisdom removes spirits from you, right? And it says, 1 Corinthians 7 and verse, I start at verse 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife, right? Because if you want to please your wife, you got to attend to this world in a certain, in a certain fashion. But with wisdom, you don't have to do that. Hey, guess what? She's in the heritage of Jacob. Let me go to Sirach 24 and 1. This is the book of Sirach chapter 24. She belongs to you, brother. Hey, even belongs to sisters, man. All right, it's Sirach chapter 24, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before his power. Hey, y'all sisters, y'all got to look at wisdom as a sister wife, man. That can help you in your household. You add this wife in your household, your whole house. I don't want another woman in my household. What are you talking about? Right. Wisdom going to help expound your household, man. Build up your household. I can build up my household on my own. Yeah, you try to build up your household without wisdom, sister, and see what happens. Right? And it says, in the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before her power. I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. Right? Wisdom came out of the mouth of the Lord. Let me jump down to verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance in Israel. So wisdom belongs to the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And this is our woman, man, that we have to cherish, that we have to learn how to pass down to our children's children so they can help a rural, mighty congregation. You got to close the precept?
Come. Right. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse number 22. It says, for wisdom, which is the worker of all things. Right? So wisdom's the worker of all things. It says, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, right? And wisdom's kind of man. These are all the attributes and the characteristics of wisdom, right? Your first wife, right? And that's going to be your strongest defense here in these last days is your first wife, right? Let's get that real quick. Last precept.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, right? In verse number 12. It says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So if you have wisdom, you're going to have life, right? That's going to be your strongest defense in these last days, is getting closer to your first wife. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh, Bashim Mashagum Malak Yahushua, this brother Aaron.
All right, brothers, Abba Yalla, right? Like I said, coming back at you with this very, very quick cold code. About to do a W5 giveaway to the homeless of your people. If you have any extra clothes, food, whatever the case may be, give back to the homeless of your people in your neighborhood, wherever you at, man. You know, Jake, Eve, they need it out here as well, right? But understand that your first wife is better than your second wife if you got ears to hear, right? Lord, when you learn something today, right? Keep the Sabbath holy. All praise to Yahweh Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.